What's up, everybody, man? I'm here on the couch today, man, with my guy Jacob Gilyard. My guy Rob behind the scenes is, of course, you know, that's where he stays. That's his other home. He likes to be behind the scenes. And appreciate you coming on the show, aka the couch, the famous couch. So this is my guy. Been working with this dude since 7th grade. Back in the day when I used to go pick this fool up out at his house, bring him back to 68 Inside Sports. We used to, when I was still playing, we used to play pickup. I didn't have to take him home, his daddy can't pick him up. But that's a long ass ride, that man was. But to see this dude go from then to college, always has a tremendous work ethic. Right now, he went 4 years of college. Talk to me first about how was your 4 years of college and the struggles you had, some of the struggles you had. Coming from KC, you know, there's not a lot of guys that go to college, complete 4 years, 5 years, whatever, and set records, actually.
Yeah. So I did 5 years. I think a lot of my struggles probably came early on. Like we were just talking about, 17 hours away from home is difficult for anybody. So that was my biggest thing, getting adjusted to being out there and being away from my family, and just kind of being a freshman again, having to prove myself. Obviously, I thought I had a good high school career, but then having to go, you know, kind of do it all over again at the college level and, you know, show my coaches and my teammates what I could do and then going from there. But yeah, I ended up doing 5 years. Like you said about breaking records, I got the steals record. But
I mean, that's crazy. In the whole Division I, like, steals. Like, man, how many you average a game, steals?
I think like 2.9 on the career, so like 3 basically a game.
Now, how'd you feel when I saw that, when they gave you the ceremony? Crazy, bro. Like, not everybody can say I mean, let alone, like, just be all conference or this and that, but you got the record.
Yeah.
Who was second? Whose record you beat?
Dang, what is his name? He was just John Linehan from Providence. It was just, yeah. Had it for like 20 or...
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine, like, steals.
But, like you know...
How many did you have?
I think the record was 386. I think I finished with, like, 420 maybe, 420 something.
Golly, that's crazy, bro.
But, yeah, like, going into college, you know, we talked about it, like, the first thing was playing. You know what I mean?
Right, just getting playing time.
Nobody thought about breaking records or starting or being all conference or anything like that. For me, it was going in, trying to play. You know, we were working on getting stronger, bigger, faster, being able to take contact and go from there. And then, you know.
And see, you always was an underdog anyway around here. And then you going to college, making a name for yourself. I think that's a big move, big accomplishment, you could say. And being able to do that in 5 years, set records, have a hell of a team. You had a great team, actually. And, man, seeing you guys and seeing someone that, I'm like, I saw this dude when he was 7th grade. Now he's out here giving buckets out at the Division I level, shattering records. I mean, that's crazy, bro. Talk to me about, like, the team, and as far as a lot of guys don't understand, like, going high major, mid major, low major. Talk to me about that perspective of, like, college, your career, because, you know, I know people get caught up in the hype with, you know, some of the kids I work with, I want to go high major, and I'm like, bro, as long as you go somewhere and make a name for yourself.
Right. It's all about where you can play. It's all about fit. For me, I think I could have transferred as a sophomore, or even when I was doing my 5th year, I could have grad transferred and went higher. But for me, a lot of it was about loyalty and then having to prove myself.
Loyalty, ain't too many that much.
Loyalty,
Man.
and having to prove yourself. You know what I mean? Like we talked about, you don't want to have to go continue to prove yourself over and over again. I had a coach that I knew believed in me and knew what I could do. He was gonna let me play. I was playing about 40 minutes a game. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, I didn't want to go anywhere and have to prove myself again when I knew I could continue to make a legacy at Richmond. We had a good team, had guys that bought in. Everybody kind of knew their role. Older guys who had been together for a while. You know, basketball is all about chemistry. I mean, you get guys who know how to play the right way, guys that want to be there and play for one another. So that was our biggest thing, and had a pretty good year.
Now this was your last year. Were you able to take advantage of the NIL stuff?
Yeah, a little bit. As you know, my little brother Roman has autism, so there was a couple companies or organizations that reached out to me about doing a couple interviews and kind of a little promo for helping promote the awareness of autism. So I did that.
Yeah, it's big.
And then a couple other things.
I'm involved with some of the local different charities. It's one like Fashion for Autism.
Mm-hmm.
That's local, and they do fashion shows for kids that are autistic.
Yeah.
Pretty cool thing they do.
Yeah.
And a lot of money goes to it for a good cause. Because of course, like in society, it's kind of we live in a cruel society. So sometimes people look down to autistic kids, and it's always good to show them some love.
For sure. So. But yeah, I mean, NIL's it's gonna be huge. I think now it's getting a little wild now. Probably 1 year behind. If I had another year, I'd take it. NIL's
it's so crazy. I was telling somebody else, like, man, kids now they get an NIL deal and their whole 4 years is good.
Right.
You might get 800,000 or a couple million.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, now what?
Right.
You go to whatever you go. If you do go to the next level playing pro, you already set up. You have a platform. You're financially stable.
Yeah.
I think it's a great opportunity. We didn't have that stuff when we was growing up. We like, man, now it's like the wild basketball. Now is the wild west now.
And it's college kids though, so I hope somewhere there's like a financial literacy class or just to make sure that they're doing the right things with the money. I mean,
man, you both know.
It can go away quick, man. It can go away quick.
Now you're done with college. Talk to me about this next step and your process and some of the teams you worked out with and what's next now.
Yeah, I just got done with summer league. I think I had 8 different workouts for NBA teams.
Mm-hmm.
Bulls, Boston, Utah, Memphis, Minnesota, a couple other teams.
How'd you like that?
It was good. I mean, like, even like summer league, like you get to see a lot of people that you've seen on TV or that you have heard of,
mm-hmm.
and you get to compete against guys that you've also seen and guys that are on draft boards or mock drafts and ultimately got drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So to get to compete against them is huge. It was.
How'd you do?
I think I did pretty well. I shot it really well in a lot of my workouts, which was good for me. I think that's the biggest thing, being shooting so valuable nowadays in NBA basketball. So that was huge for me. But the experience overall was great. Just to get to be out there in Vegas, get to be around those guys, get to
the atmosphere, network. It's all about. I can tell anybody doing it. You want to network and connect with as many people as you can. Because you never know who might be able to help you. And the thing that I tell a lot of guys here going through that, network with other players.
Yeah.
Because let's say it's a big man and he made it a point guard.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He may hit you up on the ground or he might hit you up, hey, we need a point guard over here.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you in whatever country.
Yeah.
Or, NBA wise, network with other former players, whoever's around. You should leave that gym with at least 10 numbers, 15 numbers, contacts.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to, network, who you know. I mean, that's the best advice I can tell somebody. When you're in that kind of situation you in, everyone in that situation knows someone.
Right.
Whether it's all the way down to the manager, the water boys, they know people. So it's best that you get everybody's number and contact because you can't overlook anything. Right. Don't ever leave a place like that with nothing. You could have gave yourself a chance to say, oh yeah, I should have got his number. Boy, I remember him. You know what I mean? But you didn't get his contact info. You always want to make sure you're on all that stuff because all this stuff, life is about who you know.
Yeah.
Most of the people who are successful, they know people or they connected with people, and that's how they become successful.
Right.
So, so you worked out with all the teams. What team were you working out with now?
I haven't technically signed, but just agreed to sign with Memphis to go to training camp. I think the first week of September.
Gotcha.
I'll be there. So I think it's like right after, Labor Day? Is Labor Day coming up?
Yep, the week after.
Yeah, so like the next 2 days after that, I'll be down there in Memphis for training camp.
Memphis is a good situation.
Going for there. See what happens.
Man, that's dope as heck. I hope you make that. You got to speak into existence. You're going to make it. And you're going to, next chapter starts. And the best advice I can say is have fun.
Yeah.
It's so much stress on making a team and this is that. Yeah, you got to play hard. But I think a lot of guys forget they got to have fun out there too.
Mm-hmm.
If you go out there too serious and you're going to be too tensed up, you know what I mean? If you go out there like, this is what I do, have fun, and I think it'd be more optimistic. You still got to, of course, produce, play hard, play well, but don't forget to don't lose sight of having fun and then doing this a game you love. You know what I mean? So like, I tell a lot of guys, like, when you go on a workouts or anything, don't do shit you know you can't do. If that's not in your game, don't get out there doing some shit that you know ain't you.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't shoot no threes, don't go out. And you big, don't go behind that 3-point line trying to show the scout that you can shoot a three. Because then you're going to look dumb and then you're going to get cut. Just do all the stuff you know you can do and help your teammates get better. And the other thing is play D. A lot of guys at workouts do not play defense.
Right.
Go out there and play D and do what you do and have fun. I'm telling you, playing defense, man, it takes you a long way. You already know that, though, Mr. Three steals a game over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So good luck. You gotta go out there and kill though. You gotta have. I need another jersey up here, bro. So you gotta make the team, bro.
I got you.
I need like a whole plethora of jerseys, like all colors. One for the crib. I need one over here. You know what I mean? Even Rob back there, he needs a jersey.
What size you wear, Rob?
We don't want to see the sad ass. This eyesight he got on. Appreciate you coming out here, my guy.
Appreciate you.
Hey, be on the lookout, my guy Jay Gilly, on his road to the next chapter, which is professional. Best wishes. Wish him a lot of love and success. He's on IG. He's on Twitter. Go follow him. Follow his journey.
Appreciate you, bro.